Way before I ever made a dime, I was on my grind. Took my turn, I had to wait for my time. And now every time I pop out, I'ma shine. I gotta shine. I gotta shine. I gotta shine.
Smash it down, back at it again, man. We got that REN Money Games Part 3, man, official music video, man. I'm kind of glad I didn't have a music video in the second one because I really understood it more. If you're new to the channel, yo, like, comment, and subscribe, bro. Follow my Instagram, bro. Follow all my ads, bro. I'm trying to grow as a creator, bro. I'm just, trying to push it every day. I'm really doing something that most creators don't do, bro. When you see most people, bro, they'll drop maybe one reaction a day, bro. They'll drop maybe one reaction a day, and maybe not even a day, maybe like 4 or 5 out the week. I'm dropping like 2 every day, bro. It's a grind for me, and I'm happy that y'all along with me on this ride, bro. I appreciate it, bro. Renegade, man. I'm telling you, bro. We gonna hit 100K soon. I'm telling you. I manifest this. I got faith, man. We going to the top. But let's get into it and let's start the video. Let's see what it's talking about. I knew that it had to be REN. I knew that was him by his fingers, bro. The way his hands was playing the piano. Before we even get into the video, shout out to the camera, shout out to his cameraman, bro. Man, bro, did you see the angles the angles in the like the views of like when the video had first started, man? Had my mind blown in the beginning of the video, bro. This is something that you want to see, bro. This is a good video. How you say that? Videography? Something like that, bro. But let's get back into it.
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly, 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for...
So is it, am I understanding this? It's like as he gets old, it's like he is like the greedy he gets, bro. Like I understand him being smart. Okay, it's okay to grow up being smart and doing what you want to do, but like I don't know, his daddy taught him to be like real greedy, like to take everything and not share. That's why when I said the rich gonna be rich and the poor gonna be poor, like when you're rich, you don't care about nobody that's poor, bro. Like most of the rich people, that's how they think. You know, they don't give a damn. They look down you as like you just a pet, like a peasant, like a pest, bro. Like, and that's crazy how people do that type of shit, bro. That's just fucked up. Hold on, bro. Come back a little bit.
And his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. 35, he gets the call. I'm sorry son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing.
Damn. So he really saying the money. So he's saying the money is the root to all evil. That's what he really saying. The money is the root to all evil because the little boy grew up. Jimmy grew up, and his daddy was pushing him, telling him that to take everything, take everything, grab everything. You're not even a man yet, you know. Then he started trying to prove his daddy right. He kept expanding his brain, kept expanding his knowledge till he got smarter and smarter and smarter, bro. Oh man, went to school, bro. Did all that, bro. Started a business, sold his business, got into stocks, got into cocaine and tariff and all that, bro. And then his daddy told him and then he started filling warehouses up. Daddy had a heart attack and died. Now he going down a freaking drain to the demonic dark. I forgot it is like the 1D dimension. I would say 1D dimension, bro. He going down like fucking up, but about the abusing. He gonna follow right behind his daddy's footsteps, fuck around and die. I'm not saying it, but it's how it's looking. But let's get back into the video.
The dragon, 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck. Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music.
Damn, so I told y'all, I knew I was right, I was spot on. He said the money is the root of all evil. It's like, yeah, it's okay to have money, bro, but don't abuse it. Like, don't abuse it because like your talent got you the money. All right, but don't go for more. Like, I mean, yeah, I can understand you want more as a business, bro, but don't be like so greedy and try to be powerful than what you can be, bro. Now you fucked up. Now you just by yourself lonely, sitting with all this money, bro. And then you traded your soul for money, bro. That's what I realized. That's what I really feel like that it really mean when they say sell your soul for money. It's literally you changing your lifestyle and living greedy, and it's like you living greedy for money. And like at the end of the day, like you trying to say money ain't everything because you end up lonely. Money, you happy when you get money. Everybody want to be around you, bro, but shit get lonely and like you don't even want to live. That's how people be killing themselves, bro. People get lonely with money sometimes too, bro. So that's the message behind this, I think. I ain't gonna lie.
This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution? Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise.
So that's crazy. He's saying we're put in school systems literally to be sheep and literally to be greedy. Like if you ever become rich, like it's gonna be all me, all me. That's why everybody that's going to school right now, Maj is like messed up. But he said if we all get together and teach our kids as we supposed to by ourselves, homeschool and teach them the right thing, they'll grow up to know and understand the world will be a better place. Yes. Yes, that's the take on that.
"45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
What I told y'all. Kills it. Money, hey, money make you kill yourself. Money make you go. Money, that's why he's saying money is the root of all evil, bro. That's the end of the video, man. I know y'all know I broke that down good as hell. Tell me I'm not, bro. Put W down there for me, bro. But yeah, that's the end of the video, bro. Y'all like, comment, especially subscribe, bro. Follow all my medias, bro, at the top of the screen. Please, thank you. We out, bro.